Yo, welcome to an HYTOPIA livestream. Today I'm joined by the SkyGarden developer Shrimp. Hello.
Hello, how's it going? Thanks for doing this.
Is this your face reveal here live on?
I
this
guess
live
it is. I think I recorded a video recently for HYTOPIA. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with it, so I figured my face will be out there soon, so might as well.
Yeah, I think there's a developer series. I think 2 have been released with Ashoka and Mr. Future Maker.
Yes.
We have a dog joining us here as well in your camp.
Yeah, my dog is sitting next to me staring at me. He's a very needy dog, very sweet boy, but likes to be as close to me as possible at all times. So
sounds good. So you're the developer from SkyGarden, which is one of the most popular games on the platform, on the HYTOPIA platform. So when we go to the top games here, we see your game has almost 250k total plays with solid CCU numbers. Here we have here a massive outlier spike with almost
those
100.
are nice. Our bot spike from 2
Yeah,
days ago. I think
probably.
I don't know where that was. Yeah, I think that happened to a lot of the games. But yeah, it seems like it's been pretty consistent recently, which is good. It's nice that it's good that there's people online most of these games now at all times, which I think is great for new players to see. So
100%, yeah. Now I think it's also the time for some multiplayer games, because until a few weeks it wasn't really possible to ship multiplayer experiences, because when one player joined the server there was no opponent or something, and they just left the game immediately. But now with the traction coming, this is very much possible. Will you adjust your strategy with the SkyGarden game here, or will you stick to your concept?
I think that the goal with SkyGarden was always to make it more multiplayer over time. And yeah, it has been cool. Like, I mean, obviously with Cartland, I know they have single player too. But even like SkySkeech has 17 people online now. So yeah, I think there's definitely room for more multiplayer experiences. And I think people who have been building multiplayer games are starting to kind of put more effort into it now as well. But yeah, I think I would like to do more multiplayer. I think the question is what to do. Like I really wanted for the longest time to make like a global marketplace like within the game, but I don't know how possible that will be in the kind of current iteration of the SDK. But I think we have that like kind of maze world right now. I'm working on a new kind of mini game for that to do for kind of, exclusive rewards. And I think that it needs to be a little more multiplayer, because I think that would make things a little more fun.
Yeah. Those mini games, I'm still not very sure what the optimal setup for this is, because you could just deploy each small mini game on a separate server, or you just drop many of them inside SkyGarden, for example. So I think there are a lot of different approaches. I'm getting joined by a guest here. So
I tried to join. I think I got sent to a different server than you.
Yes. So I'm in the Germany server.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Try again.
Okay.
But yeah, I think now I've been working through a lot of like little issues with the game, and kind of specifically around like managing the different world instances, right? Because every player who joins gets a world created for them. And so the maze was kind of the first test of sort of seeing how well an additional experience would play out within the kind of in SkyGarden, and seeing how it would work, kind of pulling a new world out with different game mechanics. So that is the goal, because if I add another server, you can't, or a new game, you can't, at least now, like transfer any items over. So the goal is to make games where you can use your coins, you earn a new currency, you can get items that you can then display in your garden. So definitely want to kind of keep it in SkyGarden as much as possible. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you can prioritize the ranking there, because when you drop a fresh game, you would start from scratch basically. But now you have an existing audience and also some a distribution advantage, because you're pinned at the top, and then you can just experiment with within the game for sure. And I also like the collaborations you already did. So here, for example, here's the cookie click collab. So I think anybody from their community could have claimed this one as a decoration. And we also partnered up with the Palm here. So every White Sands community member can claim this here and decorate the island, which is great, I think.
Yeah, that's been fun. I haven't done one in a little while, but I need to. Hammy and I have talked about doing something. I'd love to get a cart on your island or something like that. I think that would be fun.
Driving around the island, that would be fun.
Yeah. So I need to talk to him about that more. But yeah, that's kind of what I like a lot about the game, and going forward, is that your garden can kind of be like, I mean, people have built like such cool things on their island. And if you can see some of them in the island showcase menu, but letting people take items that they've earned, or like working with another game, like for example, like the top 10 players in Foxfire could get like a cool trophy on their island or something like that. I definitely want to do more of that going forward.
And Cutfreeze here is asking how. So I think you can just type /code Adonis, for example. Yeah, and you can claim some seeds. So there are different codes available. I think you can look them up in the Discord of SkyGarden. Yeah, and so the codes and stuff are definitely manual right now, but I think when the Web3 stuff is shipped, you could make this also Web3 enabled, so that, for example, each Bored Ape holder or something like that can get an ape trophy or whatever on cosmetic. So I think there are a lot of possibilities going forward.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be cool when we can get more, even just like having a portal from one game to another would be cool. Letting people kind of easily move through games, just more interconnectivity. And we'll see. I think Marketplace this month is what we've heard. So at least like the initial trial. So I think that'll be kind of a cool test to see how that changes things, because I think that'll make the games more exciting when you can choose your cosmetics a little more and start connecting them to the games.
100%. And the customizations are also great. So we can switch the camera mode, for example, first and third camera mode. We can switch the music, the skyboxes. So definitely Sigmund. You're making the best out of the SDK possibilities right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's all. It's all about like, and I'm still finding more ways to improve upon it, but like trying to make SkyGarden almost like its own little world editor. I think that's been probably our biggest success, is letting people kind of mess around with their gardens however they want, and definitely want to find more skyboxes, more. I just added, and for the next update, like 20 more blocks. Trying to make building a little give people more options, because I think right now you're kind of stuck with the blocks that are in the game. So I think that'll be fun.
So here I'm porting to the I don't know how you call it, lobby, or is it the trading hub, whatever, where you can claim the daily reward here, for example. Right-clicking this gives me here 15 potato seeds in the maze ticket. Here the chat always is somewhat annoying with the invite.
I know. do they work yet?
I don't think so.
I
Nothing really
been able
happens.
to get it to work yet. Yeah, but I think that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
If you play Roblox, like every Roblox game has like some kind of rewards for, if you can invite your friend to play, and things like that. So that I think would be something that would really help with retention in some of the games, when we can start doing stuff like that and kind of connecting to your friend list in some way.
There's here a jumbo harvest leaderboard. So I've been grinding SkyGarden until maybe 3 weeks or so. I was, I think, the top 5 player. We can actually look this up here, highest level. Yeah, I'm still #13 with level 27, which is not that bad. But what is the thing with the jumbo plans? I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah, so so right now there's an achievement / I guess I've been calling it like a limited challenge. So if you go to towards the fountain, you can get a jumbo potato to place on your garden, which gives you just like a slightly higher chance, like a 1% chance increase of getting a jumbo crop. But it's just a way to add a little more RNG to the game. So there's a chance that your crops will double in size, and then you get an extra harvest from them. So trying to do more stuff like that. And I think that one of the biggest criticisms we've had is that new players struggle to get coins quite a bit. So this is also a way for them to get a few extra crops when they start playing.
Yeah, the economy is tough.
Yeah. I also changed one thing I'm testing is your tasks you no longer have to wait for new tasks. So when you complete a task, a new one will automatically generate.
You mean at the daily tasks?
Yeah, so they still reset every day, but you can keep going now. So every time you complete a task, if you have any you can complete, a new task would automatically replace it.
Yeah, that's,
so
okay.
Trying to make it more beginner friendly, and then I added a few more levels, working on a bigger content update. So the game will get easier in the beginning, but then there's hopefully going to be, more to do in the kind of level 30 to 40, 50 range coming up soon.
Yeah. And I've also seen you recently talking about the mobile first approach on X, so that we should more think about how to make the games optimized for mobile gameplay, and only and desktop should only be a second afterthought after that. And I think I've seen this with the NPCs, for example. So when I go to this, it automatically opens up when I approach them. I think you changed this, right? Because I had to right-click this previously.
Yeah. So a big focus recently, and it hasn't been like the updates haven't been super exciting, but trying to just find every little way to make the experience easier, because especially on mobile, but constantly aiming and clicking and tapping, I guess, on mobile is not always the best experience. I was playing Minecraft on my phone. It sucks. It's not fun at all. So HYTOPIA, we can change our camera angle. We can add our own custom UI. Like, we have the power to make, refine the experience to fit mobile more. So that's kind of what I've been trying to do. I'm currently testing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm testing like an auto farming feature. So you get to your garden and you just press a button, and it will automatically take whatever seed you have and plant it in any open soils, and then automatically equip your sickle and harvest anything when it's ready. So I'm not sure if that's like the best approach for the game, just to make it as, almost an idle game where you could just turn on auto farm and leave your computer. But, for mobile, it's like if you have 24 soil plots and you have to go and aim and
Yeah,
click
it's
24
pretty.
times, like it's not super fun. So I'm trying to determine if that's something you should unlock in the game, or maybe it is just something we should give to every player so that, for mobile, you don't have to sit there and do that. You can just tap auto farm, fill up your farm, and then, go about the game from there. So
Cut Freeze likes it. He's
yeah.
watching over at YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really a mobile player at all, but as HYTOPIA had this other high chain game, the Loot Legends game, they also had some auto battle features and stuff like that, and I used that a lot. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
definitely cooler to watch the
Yeah.
the character move. It's instead of doing every single movement.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of. I didn't do this when I was building SkyGarden, and I probably should have, but I wanted it to be kind of my own game. But I've started playing a lot more Roblox games recently on my phone to sort of see how it goes. And it's almost every game. There's like, I was playing a fishing game recently, and there's an auto fish feature. I was playing a mining game. There's an auto mine button. Pretty much every game has something like that in the game. So it definitely seems like it's what's working for them. So it'd be interesting to see with HYTOPIA if we can. The other game I'm working on is almost an idle game on its own.
Oh yeah.
So trying to test that out and see if people like that, because what was it? You posted that 98% of
Yeah,
users.
it's crazy. We can actually look this up because the stats are now public. So there's a public dashboard at stats.hytopia.com, and we can see the market share of mobile players. So we have, the players are skyrocketing in general. So here we have the monthly active players. So I think with players, they mean accounts who joined at least one game this month. And this is, 372K right now. So almost a 20x from the previous month, which is insane. And here, when we scroll down, we can see the mobile market share. And for this month, we have 98.7% of players playing on mobile.
That's been crazy.
And in terms of play time, it's not that high, but still above 90%. So on my game, for example, with the Palm Wars game, I was so much optimizing for PC, and the mobile version is not even really working. And yeah, that's a very dumb thing to do, because if all your players are playing mobile, you definitely should prioritize that.
Yeah, that's a hard game to, like, Palm Wars has got to be a hard game to make work on mobile. Well,
Yeah,
I am
definitely.
interested.
I'm more shifting to more smaller game loops now, because I guess that they're not really not that much games here on the platform, because when we go to the overview, just want to leave here. I think the most popular on mobile is the Jump League game, right? So I think this is a simple obby, jump and run, with some auto run and auto jump features, and this is fairly popular.
Yeah.
Similar numbers to your game, but definitely easier to create and has some multiplayer. Yeah, not really multiplayer, but the cool thing about games like this are, I think, that you can interact with other players or you see other players, because with SkyGarden you can definitely create your own dream island, but you start off on your own plot and then see sometimes some folks in the lobby. Yeah, there will definitely be room for both, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's with games with like SkyGarden, you can kind of compare it to brain rot. There's sort of two strategies you can take if you want to build a game like that, where one of them is you create a new world for every player. So their place, like their base, home, whatever, is in its own world, which gives you a lot of advantages. Obviously, like in SkyGarden, you can build a lot. You have a lot more control. There's more you can do. You can change the skybox and things like that. But in brain rot, everybody has a base, but and that's a bit more of like a PvP game, but the bases are all almost like plots in the same world. And that's kind of in Grow a Garden. Like you have a plot and then you can see some of the other players' plots near you. And it's definitely, I think, too late to change SkyGarden to be like that. But that is an approach that I think gives you a little more like multiplayer feasibility, or stuff you can do where you immediately show other players to people, which I think can help a lot.
But I really liked the SkyGarden game because it was very cool to have your own home here, and just plant your soils and get into the routine and build your home over time. So I think it's definitely great. We could also check out some cool builds in SkyGarden. I think you have some highlighted somewhere in the lobby, right?
Yeah. If you go to
visit other
the back kind of area where there's the task board and the decoration shop, go to Cheech's Island, or not. I think Cheech's isn't shown. Go to Smee's Island if you can get there. His island is insane. So go other way.
Over there, right? Island Showcase. Let's go. Here we have them pinned at the top. And we've also suggestions: add pets or robots who can help with farming and resource collection.
That's actually a good idea. So it's not, you don't have to, it's not your character farming. You could kind of have a pet do it for you. I think that would be cool. Pets is something we've talked a lot about doing. We were kind of waiting to see if that's something we could build directly into the marketplace, or at least having, so your pets, maybe they're not in the marketplace, but they're not just like a game item. It's something you could potentially, trade or sell, and have it kind of on chain, but might not be worth waiting for that. Might be something we just have to build into the game now and figure it out.
Yeah, cosmetics and pets would be high of demand, I think. And have you play tested the HYTOPIA game? So you can hatch some eggs where you can get some pets and they follow you around and do stuff for you. They're pretty cute, actually.
I saw the new update. I haven't played it a ton, but the pets are nice. It'd be cool if you just had pets hanging out at your garden. I think people would like that. And following, honestly, we could probably do something similar. It'd be a little easier since they don't have to, fight or do anything. They just hang out with you.
Yeah, man. But this garden is sick, man.
Yeah.
That'd be great work.
Yeah, he built like a little church up at the top, and then the cookie monster is at the altar. It's very, I think, is he back there?
Go. Yo,
there's. Yep.
crazy. This is insane, man.
Yeah, I don't know how people. There's another island.
And this is
you know,
the jumbo plant, right? No, this is the regular
that's
one.
just the eggplant's a bit bigger. Yeah, there's another one I need to add back. High Captain or Juco did a really good one where it's just like layers of different places on his island, and it's really cool.
Insane, man. He has built his dream plot here.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, HYTOPIA looks awesome. Crazy what you can already do with him. Yo. You have had a Minecraft background, right? At least to some degree.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it, I played a ton of Minecraft when I was younger. And that was kind of my inspiration to start learning how to code, was because I wanted to make Minecraft plugins and alter servers. So worked on a few servers, built a couple of plugins. And then, it always felt like a little limiting, like you have to work around everything. You have to use client mods if you want to really change the game. So I know it's a bit different than Minecraft, but HYTOPIA kind of gave me the same, excitement on the development side.
I'm joined by cut freeze here. Yeah, I mean the style definitely looks like something here. Definitely love it. But what's up with the cosmetics? Because you always had the farmer's hat, right?
Yeah. So I removed that last night. Actually, there's also, you had like the straw in your mouth, so the straw was actually causing issues with the character controller because it just like extended out the character a little bit. So like jumping against walls was really bad, and it made moving around a bit annoying, especially when you have like a house or you were kind of inside a build or something on your island. So I removed that, and then I have been kind of planning to remove the hat for a while, just because with Marketplace coming, it makes sense to let people choose what they want to wear. And that I will probably find a way to put that hat in the Marketplace. And I don't know if it'll be possible, but I'd like to just make it free if people want it. Because everyone's already had it for a while, but I'm very excited. I think cosmetics will be perfect for this game. We have a lot of cosmetics ready. Have had some conversations with the HYTOPIA team on that. So just kind of waiting for the Marketplace to go live so that we can.
You could do it limited supply and then let it farm on secondary.
Yeah.
You receive 5%, and how big is the cut? Actually, 15% creator royalty, which is not that bad.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think like the Marketplace will almost create like a little meta game of people trying to trade and collecting rare stuff.
It's gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see. I think it'll add more excitement to the games when you have more control over what your character looks like and all of that.
In terms of total plays, you are third this week. So Cartland is definitely hot right now, and it's also pinned at the top on the play page. So this gives them a lot of discovery here. But I think you established yourself here as a go-to option.
Yeah, Cartland's awesome. Hammy is an incredible developer / AI dev. I don't know. He's really funny talking about how his little agents work on the game. But yeah, Cartland is so cool. I mean, I think in terms of like polish slash, looking like it's kind of its own game. I think Cartland is probably the top in that regard. But I honestly think, the HYTOPIA needs more games right now more than anything. So getting another 5 to 10 games that are kind of worth putting in that, top game category, I think is good for everybody. We need, so many mobile players are joining, but we need more retention on those players, I think.
So top of funnel is definitely working. I've talked to the co-founder Temp recently, and yeah, the stuff is definitely working with all the ads, and we see it in all the games. So even on games who are not really working, we see decent traffic, but yeah, retention is definitely lacking.
Yeah.
We've also had an update with the web transfer. I think this makes the gameplay a lot smoother. So in the card game, for example, I had way less lags, and also the SkyGarden farming was better, I think. But what I noticed here, I think some images are not loading, and okay, here it's bugged entirely. And when I planted some seeds, I think, they did not all show up, at least in the public soil area.
Yeah, I have noticed the images loading, not always loading properly. So I've been looking into that. I'm not sure what changed in that regard. But I am working on something to kind of compress all the images for the game, because it might just be there have been so many new images added that there's not enough optimization there around, like I think we're like over 100 items in the game at this point. So trying to make sure that's a little smoother now. But yeah, it's always hard, man. That it's good, but the SDK changes so much. So constantly updating your game to take advantage of all the new stuff and then make sure it doesn't break existing parts of your game is a bit of a challenge right now. But
how much do you use AI in your developer workflow now? So I don't have any prior experience, so I'm definitely very dependent on Cursor and the MCP tools and stuff like that. But you had some experience prior. Do you fully leverage it, or what's your approach there?
Yeah, I've actually changed my approach a lot recently. So I find some of the newer models have changed things for me in terms of actually doing what I want it to do. And I also think just understanding of the SDK has been a lot better recently. So I have had more success recently using AI than before. SkyGarden can be a bit tricky. I did just set up like for adding new items to the game and things like that. I have kind of like a preset AI commands that will do all that. So some of I've done a lot more automation there. It can be tricky with like how big the code base is for the game and making sure the AI sort of knows everything it has to do. But the new game I'm working on, I've barely written a line of code.
Really?
I just sort of define the architecture of what I want the game to look like. And what helps a lot with that is I have the SkyGarden code base right next to me the whole time. So that's the nice thing about, building on HYTOPIA and using AI is like the more you build games and the more code you have, the easier it is to then, I want to add this new feature. Here's what it looks like in my other game. Here's maybe what I want to do differently this time. It's so easy to take existing features. I think a lot of people do that with like Frontiers and,
I always say implement the dodge animation from Frontiers or the mobile UI from Frontiers.
Yeah, yeah. So as we get more and more examples, it's just going to get easier. So, even like everyone I talk to, even people who have a lot of coding experience, I think now it's almost like you have to kind of change how you code, because if you're writing all the code yourself at this point, you're going to get left behind. So I think it helps to have like the understanding of how it works. And even I always tell vibe coders, like, it's not a bad idea to like try to write some code yourself just so you understand everything better. But
I don't want to do that, man.
yeah, you don't have to really.
It's too late for that.
Yeah. But it's crazy how good it is now. My strategy now, I tell it exactly what feature I want. I use the plan mode in Cursor.
Yeah. I think they updated this earlier today. So they have some follow-up questions with the Cursor 2.1 update or something like that in the plan section. So they're definitely shipping. But do you use Claude Code or something? Because I just take regular Cursor with the MCP.
I have used it before. I don't use it like consistently in any of my projects. I still use Cursor. I don't know if it's even, maybe I'm just old fashioned and I I like being able to see my code written as it's going on. But I know people who use Claude Code have a lot of success with it. I think the thing I'm trying to get better at and master is like having multiple agents working in parallel. That's what I haven't really gotten to yet. I usually have one, maybe two agents kind of working at once. But I was just talking to someone last night who's got like, I think they use Claude Code because giving CLI access is like having it directly working in your terminal is really powerful. But I was talking to someone who has like 6 agents at a time usually when they're working, and I think that's insane. Amazing. So trying to level up my workflow a little bit to get to that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy leverage for sure. I mean, basically, you could spin up multiple games and prompt the agents and then go to sleep and wake up with a bunch of new games or features for your big game life, which is insane.
Yeah, it's almost like the bottleneck's really testing now for your games. So like, if you have the AI build 5 features at once, like that can obviously, then you have 5
you could
to test.
You could spin up AI agents for that as well, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think, I'd be interested to talk to people who have more game development experience on that end, because like I do a lot of web development as well. And with web development, it's so much easier to have AI test your code after it writes it. Like you can just spin up an agent or have AI write a script that, uses the browser to test your game or test your code. And it's usually, with websites, it's like button clicks, form submissions, things like that. It's really easy to validate. But in a game, it's like, does your animation look the way you want it to look? Does your, inventory system work? Like it's much more complicated. But if you can crack that and have the AI almost feedback loop back into itself, that would be insane.
Yeah, some AI agents, maybe on the game discovery as well, because you said you played a lot of Roblox games, and where HYTOPIA is going, it's definitely almost not really copycat, but I think it definitely makes sense to implement some loops which worked on Roblox, and you could do some deep research agents, discovering all working stuff on there and implement it in HYTOPIA with the with the MCP,
Yeah.
and
What's crazy
about what's possible.
What's crazy about like these Roblox games is you join the games and you're immediately hit with like a 7-day rewards. So it's like you joined, you get your 1-day reward. If you come back tomorrow, you'll get and you can see all those rewards immediately. Then you start playing. There's instant feedback, like if you're earning coins in the game, like there's some kind of visual effects on the screen. You're constantly completing achievements and tasks. That's what I think a lot of these HYTOPIA games are missing, is just like a constant dopamine hits while you're playing the game of like, you've leveled up, you've gotten more coins, you've gotten to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, SkyGarden has a progression system. I think this is the one who comes the closest, right?
Yeah, but it's even like what I've noticed is like our progression system is almost like very simple or even hard in comparison to a lot of these Roblox games. So that's where, trying to add more, make it just easier and simpler so that people are joining and like immediately getting that kind of feedback.
Makes sense, yeah. So we have to think about mobile first and immediate feedback. But what's your I mean, when I joined Roblox servers, I also got some prompts to spend HYBUCks very fast as well. So
Yep.
would you try to monetize faster, or just try to hook the player more and monetize in the back end more?
Yeah, I don't have a full like plan for what the monetization strategy is going to be in SkyGarden. I don't love like Roblox games. It's so intense. Like I was mentioning, like that instant feedback. It's also like not even 5 seconds into the game that there's some pop up on your screen of like, oh, do you want to buy this rare pet that'll give you an immediate boost in the game? It seems like a lot. Obviously, it works. Like that's how these Roblox developers are making tons of money, and the players don't seem to care, which I find interesting. Like in Minecraft, I felt like there was a lot more. If you had a server that was super play to win,
they get hated a lot on this.
You get a lot of hate.
There are massive channels on YouTube where they're doubling down on hating on pay to win mechanics.
Yeah.
And if there's some kind of loot box, they go wide on them as well and roast them hard.
Yeah. But I think that with SkyGarden and with HYTOPIA in general, I think it's smart to have a long-term view about everything. So, say they drop monetization features in a month, if you immediately update your game to be super like everything's pay to win, there's tons of stuff you can buy, you might like make some money in the short term, but you're probably going to scare players away. And then you're also going to set the precedent on the platform that like everything is play to win, play to earn. And something I was talking to the HYTOPIA team about is like, because they only get 15%, right? So we get 85% as developers. They're almost like less incentivized to promote the games that are very play to earn, because they're only making like a smaller fraction of it. So, I would stress to developers, like, don't jump right into making, tons of monetization in your game, because I think the goal right now, and the goal should be for the next year to 6 months, whatever, is just get more players. And if we immediately become a platform that everyone just thinks is trying to take as much money from you as possible, then you're going to scare a lot of people away. So I'm going to be a bit cautious about it. And a lot of the early monetization will probably be more cosmetic based, really just ways for people to like support the game. And, if the game starts making money, then we can invest more into the game itself. So we'll see. I'm going to be very cautious. I don't like play to win. So.
Yeah, I think the long-term approach is definitely better, but there will be some servers will join you would get prompted to purchase a loot box for high bucks straight ahead, I think.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be loot boxes in the marketplace itself. So I don't know about the like loot box. I've never loved that monetization, but the team has done a lot of research on all that. So,
I mean, they implemented loot boxes in every single drop they did, basically. I think they like it a lot. They also did it with the Loot Legends stuff. So they definitely like the loot boxes. Yeah, but I think it's if you just display the odds correctly, it's no gambling and stuff. And yeah, it can be really powerful if you have the dopamine loop.
Yeah.
Because when there's a rare item, you pull it, you would be hyped for sure. I've seen it with the FIFA game, for example. My brother back in the day was very addicted to those pack openings, and it's crazy how much money all those players are spending. They're willing to spend $100 on some pack openings, and then just get the dopamine rush.
Yeah, it's crazy too with games like Fortnite. There's no in-game benefits to anything, but they make so much money just on skins and cosmetics. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I think it'll be a learning experience for everybody to kind of test out different strategies and see what works. But the main benefit is that once there's monetization, like once the first developer can post like, hey, I made 10 grand on my game in the last month, that immediately will start to interest other developers and builders
100%,
on the platform. So I think that'll be a big kind of part of it too, is just getting more people. Because I think a lot of people look at HYTOPIA right now and say, well, I can't make money, so why would I spend money on a game? I mean, outside of the creator fund, there's no monetization. So,
but yeah, I think when the first success stories are here, this could go very, very fast, and it's very compelling now with the 85% monetization share, and also with the folks can join the games very quickly. So with the links without login, they can just take a look what the platform is like, and yeah, see for themselves if they want to create on it. But yeah, I think the setup is very, very promising, and we've seen the success on Android downloads. Players seem to like this kind of, or are at least willing to try this.
Yeah, and a lot of people too have had like a lot of success with YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, like the style of game. I think excites people, and I think I'm almost surprised there's maybe hasn't been more eyes on the project. I think some of that's probably just Web3 is in a weird spot right now, and people get turned off when they hear about a token, but I think soon, and it's all about the games. Like once the games are better, I think people won't care as much. So
I have a bug here in my game. This guy is respawning with massive knockback.
Oh yeah, I actually had that same bug in Block Splat a while ago.
What the
you have to reset the players movement speed when they
I tried this actually, but actually not enough. I want to get pushed away here.
That's funny. Yeah, try to block him.
No chance. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, but building on HYTOPIA is so much fun, man.
Yeah.
It's sick, and the potential is really, really there.
Definitely.
Marketplace in November, you say? I'm more thinking December, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I think my guess would be like there's some kind of test maybe in the next week or two. So yeah, maybe it's too late for November.
I
But
think because
probably
they also want to implement some fiat option, I think,
yeah.
with other cash options. And yeah, they have to redo some stuff and will test prior to release.
Yeah. Yeah, but it'll be interesting how long, like once they go fully public, if people can just start adding stuff, it might get kind of crazy. So I wonder if how like they might take kind of a slower approach with it to sort of working with like game developers to get um, stuff on the platform. It's not just like some random person comes in and throws like 1,000 models on.
Yeah, they definitely have to moderate it. Yeah, but I'm not sure what the approach of the team really is, because I think Temp had a lot of comments that they want to only approve some selected creators. But recently I've also seen that they may approve everyone eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, there would be a lot of copy paste from Minecraft assets probably.
Yeah.
For easy monetization. Damn, here with the speed bug here, the guest was able to finish my course in 1 second. Fuck.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
cut
gosh.
freeze is nothing in it. Fuck, man. So I have to fix this eventually.
1 second. Wow. That's
I
funny.
think your game got abused as well, right? With some trading with guest accounts.
I locked that down. There was somebody did find a bug and they got like they could have been more, low key about it, but they got like millions of coins. And part of why I added a coins leaderboard is so I could catch people who did that. And yeah, it was it was kind of bad, but it's been fixed. I don't think there's anything now, but I'm sure someone could find something and try and jump straight there.
Yeah. I think I had in the old version of this jump run, I had a speed button, and somehow maybe I didn't deactivate this one. Okay. Yeah, but with the monetary incentives on the platform, the players will try to find any way to game the system.
Yeah, that's the other thing with monetization is like once you start charging money for things, like the expectations do change. So you have to be careful about. Oh, did he cry over there too?
Yeah, he did it in
So-
5 seconds. GG, man.
so you have to be careful, especially if you're going to do like leaderboard rewards and things like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Boom.
I think you made an announcement in the SkyGarden Discord that you want to give away some stuff as well.
Yeah, I wasn't able to join the same server as you initially. I gave somebody something.
Oh yeah.
I can try to.
So if anybody wants a massive seed boost here in SkyGarden, join the game right now.
See how well I'm always a little laggy when I join Europe servers, but
yeah, maybe I can join the US one.
okay, wait, let's go. There's a ton of guests in Germany right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to
the server is crowded in general. I think that's because of African traffic. Because
interesting.
I've seen a lot of players from there get routed to the European one. So maybe they launch their own server location soon over there, but because I don't think all the traffic here is from Europe. I wanted to join SkyGarden. What's happened? SkyGarden.
All right, so I'm in the Ohio server now.
Then I try to join you. US Ohio. Katry's got a veggie poke ball, so you can cook some food in SkyGarden as well. I haven't really done that too much. I was just farming a lot of crops and sold them on the shopkeeper, but probably not the most efficient way to go about it.
Yeah, I mean, cooking is definitely the best way to make money. You can get it's kind of hard, but you can get you can get a cooking station for your island in one of the challenges.
Oh yeah. So you don't have to
that
pour it back
helps
all the
a
time.
lot. Yeah, well, you can cook two things at once, which is a bit OP.
Ah, okay, for more slots. Makes sense, yeah, because they take a lot of time, right? With the cheese, for example. Oh,
Yeah.
you added a lot of stuff here. Sticky buns. So I was a baker back in the day, so I love this stuff.
Yeah, I kind of quietly added. I didn't really announce it, but I added a couple more items.
Yeah, I mean, the most traffic is coming off guest accounts, and I think it's also important to somehow convert the traffic into, more regular players. I've seen you have a Discord NPC here, so this is definitely a good way. I started to just do social links right on the UI, where you can click on the buttons. I mean,
yeah,
maybe some will join the social accounts then. I don't know.
Yeah, I like this. You actually get coins when you click it for the first time, and links you right to the Discord.
Yeah, you can incentivize this as well, right?
Yeah, that's something that I was like tracking play. Like, it's nice to see that your game gets more plays and stuff, but I think that, like, in terms of trying to like grow a community and getting more players and stuff, I always look at like Discord activities as like a more important barometer. Like, did somebody enjoy your game enough to say something in the Discord? Like, are people, trying to trade and talk to each other? I think that's kind of a more like a better gauge of how the game is doing, and something that I think is like more important long term than the plays, because the plays can be mobile players who join on a guest account for like 3 minutes and then leave, and it doesn't it's a bad thing, if anything, but increases your numbers. So trying to get better incentive to kind of bring people in and build more of a community around the game.
But it really would be cool to have some game specific stats. So we only have this preview here. So in the create section, we see the overview with with a preview of player joins, repeat players. So I think stuff like that is also very good to track. But for now, the Discord activity, I think, is a good indicator how engaged your community is, and how you're progressing there.
Yeah, it'll be cool when we can actually kind of dig in and see. The team has shared some stats with me before on the game.
Ah, yeah, on SkyGarden specifically.
Yeah.
Nice. Sick.
But I think they have a lot of the stuff in place. Like, they're tracking it themselves and using it to like determine which games to recommend. So I think that it'll be soon. Hopefully we can start, because it's really just that graph they shared, but filtering down by games. So hopefully not too long.
I use this HYTOPIA site quite a bit, because I think it's useful to see where the current traction is flooding to. So the 24-hour breakdown and 7-day breakdown is pretty useful, I think.
Yeah, that gives you kind of a different look at how things are trending recently, which is nice.
SkyGarden is 30 everywhere. Okay, we're closing in on the hour here. I think it's just amazing talking to devs like you, because we see the massive potential this platform has, and those who are early, I think, can benefit the most if this really pops off. And definitely great to see you building, and I think there will be a lot of more games coming from you in the future.
Yeah, no, it's cool. You've done like 5 live streams this week or something. So
yeah, I
think it's been cool.
I think it's a 4-day streak.
Yeah. I want to go. I want to go back and listen and like hear what Temp said.
So you can.
Because I missed that one.
So I have them on Twitch and YouTube, and for rewatching, I think YouTube is the best one because you can just see where. HYTOPIA is a YouTuber as well. The commenter says, I think he's done some reviews of games, including SkyGarden. I think so.
Oh, really?
HYTOPIA games, Brainrot, Cartland, Jump League, and Brainrot again. So SkyGarden not yet, but maybe the next one is about that one. Let's see. Okay, man.
Yeah, no, that's
Shrimp. Thanks a lot for joining. This was awesome. And maybe we want to repeat that on your next game drop or something like that.
Yeah. Hopefully, I think we're looking at like 2 weeks maybe for the next game.
Oh yeah. Then we have to rerun this in December.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's hard to tie I say 2 weeks now, and then in 2 weeks it might be another month. So we'll see. But development's moving pretty well for that. Like to get it out early. I'm big on just releasing your games and then letting your community find bugs and going from there. So we'll see.
So you use the actual players as your testing bots.
Yeah, exactly. It makes my life easier. I don't have to find the bugs myself. So if you find, bugs in SkyGarden, just let me know. So
sounds good. Where can you guys? Where can the audience follow you? I think you have an X account, right? Gaming Ethereum.
Yeah. You can follow me on X. You can SkyGarden GG. You can follow that account where I post updates and information on the game.
SkyGarden. A cozy farming and island building MMORPG on HYTOPIA. Yo, man. This is the way. And also join the Discord. The link is here as well. And play some farming MMO here. Okay.
Yeah.
Then see you soon. And have a great rest of the day.